For those of you out there unfamiliar with sheep shearing, you have to check this out.
Dad, Mike said, I'm going to have to get up there and compete and win a buckle too, just to keep up with my own.
The sheep start like this, and after a nice trim, look like this.
Eaton is our champion any year, but especially when he took that check down.
Hillary Geetson is a championship shearer from North Dakota. What started as a gig to pay for a motorcycle has now turned into 3.5 decades of work.
I just finished my 36th year. I started shearing when I was like 15 because I needed somebody to do my own sheep. And I intended to shear just enough sheep to pay for the equipment. But before I finished the second season, I decided I needed a motorcycle. And it just kept going from there. And now I make a living out of it.
So somebody can make a living out of it then?
It's been a good living. It's a lot of work, but it's nice being self-employed.
In those 36 years, you're not going to believe this. Geetson has sheared.
I have not added it up, but I will, but it's near 1 million.
He says the joy he gets from the Stampede continues to bring him back year after year.
Oh, I think Canada and Alberta and Calgary are the best place in the world to come. And I'm here alone this year, but other years I've brought family and friends and relatives, and we really enjoy it up here. There's a lot to see here, not only at the Stampede, but at Calgary and Western Alberta.
With big crowds on hand to witness this sheep barber at his finest, he says he's used to this sort of thing.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm used to being watched every day. But I try to make sure to do a good job because we set an example for a lot of people.
And we have what we call the long blow. It's that single blow, single stroke, all the way from the tip of the tail to the top of the head.
Anyone out there who thinks this is easy, au contraire.
There's a definite pattern that we follow, and they call this the Australian long blow. And what we're doing is we're getting the sheep in a certain position to get the wrinkles out of the sheep and run the strokes as long as we can, with the longer strokes with less of them. And a lot of the technique is to make the strokes match up to each other. And anyway, there's a lot to it. It's a mark of a well-trained shearer to make it look like anybody can do it. And that's what's so fun, because whenever people try it on themselves, they can't do it. It's funny, but it takes a lot of practice and a lot of time.
And the sheep is comfortable, right?
Yeah, we have the sheep laying in such a way that they're just not bothered at all.
For Saddle Up, yeehaw! I'm Dan Clovis.